Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sousou of Frieren Season 2 Episode 8 reaction. Right, the previous episode we got to see Revolte. So Revolte is this four-handed snake person looking thing. Um, and yeah, he is going to be fighting what was his name? Genau, right? Yeah, Genau and Stark. While we have Frieren, Methode, and Fern, who are on a different place, and they're going to be fighting the other two demons that we saw. Those two. Methode will be fighting that demon, that female demon, while the other two are going to be fighting the male demon. So that's what's happening now, and yeah, this should be interesting. Stark is fighting and defending Genau, and Genau himself is he's one of the strongest mages. So he used like some sort of a magic spell that we saw at the end with the like the his like wings started spouting and everything. So this should be a good fight. Let's see. Today we'll probably get to the nitty gritty of the battle. So yeah, let's get started. And yeah, as always, I will be putting the timer over here. The subtitle won't be provided. Sync the original video to the timer and watch it alongside my reaction. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. A magnificent end. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn. Look at the way he's parrying the attacks. Oh, wow. Hey, yo. Oi, they were going off with this episode. Ah, that was amazing. Oh, oh. Oi, this is. Damn. Ooh. Yeah, he's not even looking. He's just like, Well, makes sense. He's not a human. Yeah. Oh, damn. Nah, that'll be bad. He's yeah. I was gonna say he was gonna get us if we tried to run away. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh no, I think he baited him. Yeah. So, so that he goes. Oh, nice. He grabbed his hand. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Can't say other than- Don't let them speak. You know this is what demons always do. Don't let them speak. Frieren is like so true about not letting demons speak at all. Whenever they're in trouble, they start yapping like this. Oh my god. Oh wait, that other demon is there. I think. Oh no, wait. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. I thought this demon got him that girl as a hostage. Yeah. True, that is so true. I also never thought about that. You're forgetting Stark is still here. You live long. Something like that. Damn. Yeah. I'm saying you're forgetting Stark. Stark is still here. I literally said, like, did this guy just forget? Like, Stark was injured. Yeah, okay, so he thought that, yeah, he's dead. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so that was that, and now here we are. Frieren is fighting this demon. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Oh, that's why he can automatically detect her. Hmm. Oh, it's method fighting. Damn. Oh, 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 damn. She just dodged it like she's in a picnic. Oh, bruh. Hmm. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Damn. Oh, you know what? That'll help. If she does that, like, that'll help Fern. In turn, Fern can take care of her opponent and then come and back her up. Oh! Oh, was that an illusion? Damn. Okay. Oh. Oh, right. Here we go. This is continuing. Oh my god. Yeah. Bro, slithering through all the. Ooh, oh god, that was. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Alright. Oh, nice! Oh, oh, well, Genau can help him, yeah. There you go. He has wings. Oh, nice. Got the weapon as well. Ooh! Yeah, okay, this is gonna be tough. It's, oh, okay. Yeah, she's dispersing the fog. So, to help Fern. Okay, she was analyzing it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Nice. The fog has dispersed, and now your time is done. Will you get the time for that? I think Friend will blast you with 50. I was saying, like, you think you're gonna get that time? Nice. Wow. There's nothing to take cover in. There we go. Damn. First sniper. Hmm. Alright. This is the only demon that is left. Oh, another one. Another one. Okay. He. Oh wait, he can just use his hand. Okay, his hands elongate. What the hell? Oh, well. Oh, he's not letting his hand go. Ah, chop chop. Oh, right. Well, Methora can heal them. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, there you go. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, he was always a little bit, you know, tough. Priest. There was a. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I was saying, bruh. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, he's doing push-ups, so. Hmm. What? Oh. Right. Mission complete. Hmm. Wow. Well, okay. Oh boy. All right, and there you go. That was today's episode. So today, we had two battles, or I guess three battles, you can say, back to back. Methode versus that. that girl, that demon girl. Then we had Frieren versus that other demon, and I don't know their names. And then we had Stark and Genau versus Revolte. Um, in the middle of it, that other demon also came in, that little demon, but he was more of a distraction, and we took him out as well. So yeah, job well done. Not only did we take care of Revolte, we took care of two others as well, and Frieren didn't even have to do anything. So let's talk about the the different battles. First and foremost, Stark and Genau versus Revolte. So Revolte, you can see that obviously that whole section was really well done. You can see the animation and everything, fluid animation, good camera work, and yeah, things were going crazy. Like it was quite fast paced. The whole battle. So yeah, and while all of that was happening, there was a portion where we could see that we almost cornered Revolte, like Genau cornered Revolte with the help of Stark. Stark kind of using himself as a bait and bringing in a little bit of a opening for Genau, and that's how Genau was able to corner him. And like as always, you can see this is why, like as Frieren said, never listen to demons. Whenever like every single time, whenever a demon gets cornered, they start yapping, and and it's always bad news because either they're trying to gain time, or they're trying to pull on your sympathy or something, or they are trying to like get enough time to pull something else, like taking someone hostage or something like that. And in this situation, that's what he did, but turns out that kid that he took hostage was the demon kid. So like he kind of double tricked us, I guess you could say. Like when Genau went and protected that kid stabbed Genau. So yeah, do not let a demon speak in these type of situations. And that's crazy because one thing you always see in anime, it is like it doesn't matter whether you're a demon, a human, or whatever. Like whenever someone speaks, it is something that you kind of try to pay attention to, especially in these type of situations where there's like a very close fight is happening, someone is almost getting defeated, and then they start speaking about something. And those type of moments are usually very important because they either bring in some sort of a change to the story, or like it's usually like before like a power up or something, something like that. But here in Frieren, whenever a demon starts speaking, just shut off your ears and just go and kill that demon, because this is, we have like established this, that demons in this world, they are very different from demons that we have been accustomed to from other animes. There's so many animes where demons sometimes are good, like they are doing something for some kind of a reason. There's like a deeper reason behind it. They might be on the enemy side, but they might be doing it for some other reason. Maybe their whole thing is what can I say, like it's like on the gray zone. Like a lot of like different animes you'll see, like this happens, like so you usually in anime, like one of the first rules of anime, which I always like believe, is that anyone from any side can do a 180. Like, so you should always listen to them when they have to say something. Do not prejudge characters. And that's also another thing that I very much believe after watching anime, is that when you establish someone as an enemy or an ally, you do not prejudge them. It doesn't matter if they're an enemy. You do not prejudge them unless and until you yourself realize and like see through their actions or through what they're doing. If you realize and you judge that, okay, this character is morally bad, then only judge them. But without even seeing anything, do not judge anyone, be they, even if they're like on the enemy side. Do not judge anyone. Similarly, do not just automatically assume that anyone from our own side are all good people. So that's the one thing I believe in anime. So when Frieren came, the show came and introduced the demons here, like it was a little bit of a very interesting twist, because like we see from the very beginning how Frieren has his bias against demons, and it is a bias that is well grounded, which we also get to see. So little by little, as we are seeing, like all these demons are all of them are absolute, like, what can I say, evil, you could say. Not evil, I wouldn't call them evil. Yeah, evil. Obviously, like they're like more, they're morally, they're wrong, they're bad, but they're more of a, what can I say, like a type of creature who like lacks emotions, I guess you could say, which makes them like morally very, like, questionable. And that's why, like, they literally don't care. You literally saw, like, they don't care about their allies or anything. The Revolte literally took out that other kid, you know while that demon kid, while he was trying to help him. So that's the thing, like this is the thing with Frieren, like the demons in Frieren. They are absolutely, like they don't care about anyone other than themselves. Like that, there's nothing, like, yeah, obviously they work together, but for a reason. As long as each of them are like coming into each other's aids or helping each other, it's fine. And if required, they can literally, like, just like stab you in the back. And they don't won't even feel anything. Like, let alone attacking humans, they attack themselves as well. They can literally, like, throw you into the pit, and their own allies into the pit. So that's the thing with, like, demons in Frieren. Like, it's just like normal anime logic won't work here. Like, these creatures are really, like, questionable. Like, as we can see, Revolte, we got to see this before as well. So as always, as immediately when we saw that Revolte was cornered, he starts talking, and at first he was like saying something along the lines of, like, trying to kind of like hurt Genau, like, emotionally. And then he pulled the, oh, like, there's a hostage over there, I can take that kid hostage. And he said, like, you humans love saving your kind, right? So there you go. And he throws the sword towards that kid. And obviously, as Genau said, if I would have thought, or like logically here, I would have realized that in no way there's a possibility there would be a kid here randomly. But obviously he didn't think logically at that moment of time, at a very, like, moment, like, where you have to take an immediate action. His body automatically moved to save the kid. He didn't even get the time to logically think that, oh yeah, you know what, why the hell is there a kid? And even if he thought about it, like, this is what I'm saying, think, even if he logically thought about it, he still would have saved him, that kid, because there is a slight chance that that kid is an actual kid, not a demon. Oh yeah, I guess his guard would have been up a little bit more, instead of just, like, completely, like, getting caught off guard by that kid stabbed him. His guard would have probably been a little bit up, but he still would have saved that kid. So yeah, and then you see, like, that kid stabbed him, and then he also attacked Revolte. Like, Revolte then killed the kid, and all those things, like, happen back to back. So yeah, there you go. That is the demon, and this is the, like, state of the demons in this world. Like, they are just, well, when they start speaking, be very cautious. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or do something, you know. Yeah, so just don't listen to them. I'm really thinking, like, and I do wonder in the future if there will be a demon which will be an exception. I really am wondering now, like, because it has been pretty much established that all demons here are not worth, like, listening to in this world, because they are either trying to trick you, like, whenever they start speaking to you or trying to do, like, like, do, like a conversation with you, is usually for some way or the other. Is the reason they're doing that is to trick you, some way or the other. Either they're trying to bite for time, or they're trying to, like, stab you from the back, or something they're doing, and anything, like, even if, like, they beg for mercy and everything, as Frieren said, they just repeat, like, imitate humans. Like, they have seen, like, themselves while they try to, like, when they kill humans, they have seen humans do that. So they're also applying that. Like in their head, there's nothing going on. It's blank. They're just doing that to save their own skin, like bleeding and all those things. So anything that demons do in this world are a whole scam, basically. Like nothing is true. Like these creatures do not have any kind of morality or anything, you know. So yeah, and that's why I'm saying I do wonder if in the future we will meet a demon, or even if it is, if I'm not sure even if it is possible to meet a demon who actually has emotions, or who actually are like humans. Like they have like some sort of like a, like a, what's that word, like they have like some sort of like a, like a direction that they're going, like either they're good or bad, like that kind of thing. Like demons in Frieren are neither good nor bad, and that's what makes them more scary, because they can, like they're doing this just for fun or whatever. Like they're doing all this for, like they have no, like like no moral compass. Like the moral compass is broken, even if they're like bad morally, that still is something, like like, but these creatures lack like morality in itself, I feel like, which makes them more like disturbing. So yeah, I do wonder if someday we'll get a demon which will be an exception to all these demons. Like like I think it is possible, right? Because like these demons, you can see they are influenced by humans. They imitate humans a lot. So I do wonder if a day will come when they introduce a demon who will be too much influenced by humans, and they actually gain like a, like a proper sense of being, or like an actual moral compass in the future. I don't know. I feel like there's a good possibility that it is possible something like that might happen here in this show, but I don't know. I doubt it though. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, yeah. So that was that. Then we had the battle between Fern and that other demon, and we had the battle between Methode and the swordsman demon, or swordswoman demon. So what they did here is, obviously Fern was having trouble because she, like the fog was kind of interfering with her, like like she was getting detected by the fog, all those things were happening. So Methode used her spell to take the fog out, and then Fern, with her ability, took the demons out. So there you go, teamwork. Like obviously, like if Fern tried to fight that other demon solely on her own, it would have been way more difficult for her. Same with Methode as well. If Methode tried to fight that swordswoman demon on her own, it would have been more difficult. Methode was like, you know what? Like I'm good with detect, like changing magic and everything, so I can just analyze the fog and change it completely, and that will help Fern take out the enemies. So there you go. We each have something that we can do to help the other. So let's just do that instead of trying to fight our opponents normally. Let's just help the other with their opponent so that she can take care of her opponent and then mine. Kind of like that. And that's what happened. In the end, Fern was able to. Okay, you know what? One thing I need to see here. When Frieren attacked that other demon, that demon. Okay, where is that section? Oh, here we go. Okay, so when the fog cleared, he was like, oh, okay, the fog cleared, but it's fine. I can bring back the fog again. Oh, by the way, where's that girl? I cannot like sense her magic. So Fern immediately went off to such a distance that her, magic couldn't be detected by him. The cloud little by little took out. Like the moon became clear again. And this part, I need to check something here. So he looks at the water, and I thought that was a reflection of the moon. So yeah, so it was a reflection of the moon at first, but Fern was there, literally in front of the moon. And you can see when it changes the reflection in the water. At first it was the moon, and then the water kind of ripples, and then the moon reflection little by little fades away, and the this light starts becoming bright. So basically Fern was there, and that is the exact moment when she shot her Zoltar. Yeah, and that was the reflection that was showing in the water at that moment. Like it seemed like it was the moon, but it was the moon, but then later on it was Fern's Zoltar, which was being reflected, and he just he just got sniped. So one shot is over for him. Same with the other demon as well, the female demon. Um, Methode took out the whole forest almost, and then she like looks at the moon and she's like, "Wait a minute, damn, she's so far!" And as soon as she says that, it's over. Yeah. So it's done. Like, and I think like that was pretty smart because like Fern could have gone in any direction and like shot her Zoltak, but it would have been visible. Like what tricked them and me for a moment as well, because I also thought that was the moon. Both the times, really. Like the first time I didn't even realize that it was actually like the reflection was not the moon reflection. It was the Zoltak coming towards him. So, like you get a little bit startled here because you're looking at the moon, you're thinking that, oh, that's the moon, but then you're like, oh no, wait a minute, that is the moon, but there's something else coming along. Oh, I'm dead. While you put these things together and realize that is not the moonlight but the Zoltak coming towards you, you're dead. And that's what happened here. Like, because I think like if Fern would like went in a different direction and shot, like it would like the angle, like it would have been more detectable, because you'd see like a light coming from that distance and you'd be like, oh, that's something coming. But since she was literally in front of the moon, like you get confused for a moment because you're thinking that's the moon shining, but then you realize no, it's the Zoltak coming. Yeah, and by the time your like headgear start moving and you realize what's happening, you're already dead. By that time. Right. And then obviously the ending part we see what's his name? Revolte swords got taken out by Stark and Genau, but then he like literally uses his hand and he's like, "Oh, you guys, like humans are all the same. You always like he's just saying like some nonsense." But then Genau grabbed his hand. Fern just not Fern, sorry. Stark just chopped off the other hand, and then Stark got him as well. Right. Yeah, and there you go. So obviously Stark is very, defense, like his defense stats are very high, so he was still able to keep fighting even at that moment when there was a whole ass hole in his chest. Even at that moment, he was able to deal the finishing blow. And then obviously, like Methode comes in and saves both of them. Right. And here you can see even at the ending moment, Genau was trying to help Stark by him. He's kind of like crawling towards Stark, trying to help him. And then even when Methode came in, she was going to help Genau first, but then she saw like Genau was like his hand was like moving and he was like pointing towards Stark as if he's like, oh, like help him first. Like I feel like he was already unconscious at that point, but he was trying to help like Stark, and that's why it was automatically his hand were moving like that. So yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, there you go. That was the battle. Great battle, great animation. Ugh. And yeah, and Frieren didn't even have to do anything. As Frieren said, like it's sometimes it's nice to just stay at a distance and watch what's happening. And it's funny because like the battle between Revolte and like them, when Revolte says that, oh, you humans are always the same, like whenever there's someone you have to save, you all automatically you do that, and that is why it makes it easier for these demons to make use of that to catch them off guard. So, you know, like, and that girl that was there, obviously, who Genau went to save, as Genau said at the end, that if I thought logically a little bit, it would have been pretty obvious. Like, why would there be like a human child over here? You know, like, yeah, but before that he went and saved the girl, and then he gets stabbed because the girl was that demon. So, like, I also thought at that moment, like, what I thought was happening, I was thinking that that girl was there, and I thought that other demon, that little demon that we saw, I thought that little demon would probably take that girl as a hostage. I didn't think that that little demon was actually that girl tricking us. So I thought something like that was going to happen, but then like that then we saw that that was actually him, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, okay, well, right, you got me as well. Because I genuinely was not expecting that. I was expecting the little demon to pop out over there and take the girl as a hostage, but turns out the girl was the little demon, so right. But anyways, at the end it all worked out. Obviously we're quite injured, but it's fine. They took a little bit of rest. Stark can do push-ups again, and now we're off towards our next destination. Methode did say, like, I can become one of, like, your priests after completing my job here. But Frieren is like, no, we already have a priest. We are going to keep that post open for him. Sign, right, and obviously Frieren herself can, as she said, I can do some, like, priest spells and all that. Obviously, she cannot do something at the level of Methode, I'm assuming, because Methode is like, but she can still do quite a bit. And for now, it's fine. Yeah. I do wonder if, like, the party will get bigger in the future, because, like, I do think that Sign will come back someday in this party, but that's wait a minute. How many members were there in Himmel's party? Himmel was there, Frieren, Ein and Heiter, 4. Himmel, Frieren, Eisen, 4, right? Yeah. Okay, we are also 4 if we can count Zain. So I think, like, other than Zain, there probably won't be any other addition to the party. If Zain comes back. If not, I don't know. But, like, they're keeping that spot empty, so I feel like he will probably come back somewhere in the future. Otherwise, why would they, as a plot point, why would they keep that as a plot point if Zain is never going to come back? Obviously, they have plans to bring Zain back. That's why they keep making this a plot point, right? So yeah. So I think that's it for the party. Like, there won't be any more additions after that. After this. But anyways, that was today's episode. Great episode. Like I said, amazing animations, amazing, like, choreography, movement, all those things, and 2 really good battles. Both were based on teamwork. Stark over here becoming the bait, while Genau, like, dealing a lot of damage, and then we had Methode helping out Fern, while after that Fern was able to take out both Methode and her enemies at the same time. So both worked together, and the battles, we won both of them. So yeah, that was today's episode. That was episode number 8 of Sousou no Frieren Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.